Hello and welcome back to our second topic, Understanding Your Own Child. We are Eduma, the knowledge giver, and presently we are doing the course Understanding Autism, How to Guide Your Child on Autism Spectrum to Learn. So in this specific part, we are going to cover three specific topics, that is maladaptive or disruptive behavior in our children, strengths of children on autism spectrum, and weaknesses of children on spectrum. So it is very important for us to understand our own child. Our child may be different from the other children who may have autism. They may have different disruptive behaviors. They may not have specific disruptive behaviors. They may have different strengths. They may have different weaknesses. So it's very important to understand our own child so that we can help them accordingly. So, what are maladaptive behaviors? So, maladaptive refers to inability to adjust to one's environment, and the behaviors that lead to such inability are called maladaptive behaviors. So, when the child is not able to adjust to his or her environment, we call that maladaptive. And the specific behaviors that may leading to this inability, we call that maladaptive behaviors, where our child requires help. So that the basic aim is basically helping them adjust to the environment, so we help them in that specific area. What could be specific maladaptive behaviors? These are few examples. They may have rituals or inflexibilities, specific ways of doing things, specific order in which they do specific things. There are specific rituals that they follow, and they have difficulty changing those specific ways. They may be used to talking in a specific way. So if they change that, it's something different. So they have difficulty being flexible to things. So other thing could be impulsiveness. They may get angry, they may cry, those kind of things may come up. They could be hitting, so they get impulsive. That is something that is going to cause difficulty for them to adjust to their environment. So we definitely need to see that our child has specific impulsive behaviors or not. Then there's self-stimulatory behaviors. So our child has the way of doing like this, that is a stimming behavior they have. They make specific noises or sounds. So it could be, these are certain examples that could be different. So we need to see whether does our child have any specific self-stimulatory behavior. They may not be appropriate. They may affect their interaction with others. So we need to see and help them regulate those kind of behaviors as well. There could be low frustration tolerance in our child. A child may not be able to tolerate with specific things. If they want certain thing, they just want it right now. They're not able to wait. They're not able to delay that gratification. They get frustrated with certain things, and that comes up in a very intense way. So this will affect their ability to adjust in the environment. So we definitely need to see what kind of behaviors are actually affecting our child's ability to adjust. Some examples I've given, just explore and observe your child and understand your child, and help them accordingly. Now, there are certain strengths that children with autism may have. There are certain weaknesses that may have. So what are some examples of the strengths? They may have excellent visual memory. They may have excellent abilities in specific things like mathematical ability. They may be super awesome in music, art, or certain things like that. So just explore where a child has talent, and they may be very excellent, or they may be very good in rote learning. They can memorize a lot of things in specific order. They may have really good memory. So this can be used for our benefit. This is a really important skill of learning. So a child may have that. They may have hyperlexia. So it is the ability to read several words at very early age. So this is a reading ability. So does our child have that? This is a strength. We can use it for our benefit. It is our goal to basically strengthen the talents that they have, their plus points, and work on reducing their weaknesses, helping them cope and learn wherever they may have weaknesses. So what kind of weaknesses our child may have? They may have difficulty managing time effectively, specific way of doing things, a specific ritual that they have to do it, they have to complete that. So those kind of things can have, that can cause difficulty in managing their time effectively. They may have difficulty in flexible thinking, out of the box thinking. This is how it's done. A is equals to B. So those kind of things may be a difficulty in them. They may need extra help in generalization skills. So even if they learn a specific skill, it can be used, and in other situations, it has to be applied in several contexts. So generalization skill is something which is very important, and our child, if they have difficulty, we definitely need to work on that. They may have difficulty in social interaction. So does my child have difficulty in touch? If my child is not comfortable if someone touches them, so greeting is difficult for them. Specific ways, how is it affecting my child's social interaction? Just explore that in your child and help them accordingly. So the combination of your child's strengths, weaknesses, and what kind of behavior patterns do they have, maladaptive behaviors that they have, which are affecting their ability to adjust. All these things will help you understand your child better, and accordingly, you will be able to help your child learn, which is our basic aim. Thank you.